One additional aspect of software testing or software test design is the software criticality level, on which I'm going to summarize a couple of words in this presentation. The software criticality is simply a free-form scale, for example from 1 to 5, expressing how bad things will happen if the software fails or something happens or the software fails to take an action or takes incorrect action or otherwise something problematic happens. Like mentioned on the slide, there's no definite scale on how to measure software criticality. There's several different definitions for it, and there's a couple of standards which give some form of explanation for software criticality, but in general the software criticality more or less means something like, for example, defined by Boehm and Turner in their paper. So the scale goes from 1 to 5 in this example, 1 being that the software criticality is none or at most user irritation. For example, the user has to reboot the game system when the game locks up. It means that the software criticality is at level 1. The level 2, small economical losses, means something like that the paid ticket fails to print and the money is unrecoverable, or that there's no record of sale after you have entered your money. Means simply that small economic losses are happening to the customer, but nothing catastrophic or even significant. This means that the sales are something like bus ticket or railway ticket or electronic game or some one app purchase or something like that. The level 3 of the software criticality in this example means significant economical losses, meaning that one local store has to be closed for a couple of days for redoing the inventory, or that the product stock has to be scrapped, for example, because of manufacturing error. But no actual or business-threatening losses are done. The level 4 is bodily harm or great economical losses, meaning that the entire product line, for example in a factory, has to be closed for repairs or revision, or that some production line is unsafe for work or unsafe and has to be redesigned. But also it can mean that the operator loses hand, or someone is permanently injured, or that for example, the patient is given incorrect amount of medicine, for example, causing an overdose or something like that. But that can also be an example of level 5, which is reserved for only the loss of human life. So the highest criticality level, level 5, in this example means loss of human life. Operator or people, depending on the software system, are killed. On some models or some definitions of software criticality, the last level, level 5 here, can also mean catastrophic economical losses, for example like stock exchange crashes or that entire business is ruined or something like that. But in several models, the last and the most critical level is reserved for loss of human life. Okay, so for what is this software criticality used then? Simply, it's used to measure how many risks are involved, or for example, how much details has to be planned beforehand for testing work and quality assurance, or how much documentation we have to do on how many details we have to design our software. For example, how is the test plan going to change when we go from one customer to group of customers, possibly going from small economical losses to significant economical losses, going from one individual to a group of customers.